Every era has a hero, but only one generation gets a Thalapathy. We saw him fall, we saw him rise, and eventually, we saw him transcend the silver screen. My name is Joshua, and like millions of you, my life was captioned by his dialogues and fueled by his songs. Today, I'm taking you through a journey from the posters on my bedroom wall to the ballot boxes of our future. 2009, Vijay's Vettaikaran movie. Dust motes danced in the projector's beam, illuminating 8-year-old Joshua's wide eyes. The auto rickshaw, yellow cloth cinching its driver's forehead, roared across the screen. Vijay, the Thalapathy, gripped the wheel. Joshua gripped his seat, a nascent fire igniting within him. He recounted the entire Vettaikaran plot to anyone who would listen, his voice a frantic whisper, then a shout with enjoyment. He'd leap, mimicking Vijay's dance moves while walking over the streets, his small body a whirlwind of limbs, and place the favorite dance steps. During a school competition, Joshua delivered a powerhouse performance featuring Thalapathy Vijay's iconic dance moves. As the crowd erupted in cheers and chants, the energy was so electric that it felt as if Thalapathy himself had become Joshua's biggest fan. That was the exact moment true fanboyism took root. Joshua found his lessons not in the pages of his textbooks, but in the flickering light of the movie screen. While his mother's voice often rose in frustration, urging him to focus on his studies, he was busy memorizing the steps and stories of his idol, Vijay. To the world, it was just cinema. To Joshua, Thalapathy was the steady heartbeat of his childhood, a constant presence that made the world feel familiar and bright. Joshua once kept every penny he earned tucked away in a small wooden box, a humble treasury for a singular passion. Whenever an exhibition came to town, he would weave through the crowds, his eyes searching for one thing, Thalapathy Vijay. With the precision of a collector, he would handpick the finest stickers of his idol, returning home to transform his room into a shrine. His walls and cupboards became a mosaic of Vijay's iconic poses and cinematic moments. Every morning, the very first thing that greeted Joshua as he opened his eyes wasn't the sunrise, but the face of his hero. His mother found him, once, perched on an old auto rickshaw tire in the alley. A frayed yellow shoelace across his forehead was missing. He whispered, "See, Amma, I'm driving like him." He'd grinned, a sticky smile. His friends, at school intervals and lunch breaks, would scoff. Vettaikaran movie was just an average. Joshua. Everyone knows that. Joshua's face hardened. You don't understand. He is the superstar. He'd launch into a passionate defense, fists clenching, dismissing their claims, and fight for his fan. Years bled into one another. Vijay's films, at times, faltered. Joshua, a teenager now, still scoured newspapers, the internet, for any whisper of his idol's next project. He doodled Vijay's iconic poses in his school notebooks, the margins filled with imagined triumphs, while the rhythmic crack of the bat and the cheers of his friends echoed from the nearby field. He remained retreated in the quiet glow of his screen. To him, the thrill of the game couldn't compete with the digital trail of his idol. He traded the dusty pitch for a search bar, meticulously tracing every headline and update like a modern-day scholar of his own inspiration. While friends splurged on ice cream, Joshua bought Vijay-themed wristbands, wearing them like sacred talismans. Then came Sura, the 50th film of his idol, where Joshua seems happy and emotional and was eagerly waiting to see his actor on the big screens. He was just flying in joy-seeing trailer. He sat in the packed theater. Whistles erupted, a deafening crescendo as Vijay's name flashed. Post-credits, however, a different sound filled the air, derisive laughter. Joshua's throat tightened, tears stinging his eyes. The audience erupted in jeers, demanding the screen be turned off. Rival fans delighted in the criticism leveled at Vijay Sura, quickly recording the chaos to post as their social media statuses. Your hero flopped. Again, his friends taunted, their voices sharp. But Joshua fights, stating still he's the best. When his 51st film, Kavalan, was released, it faced significant legal troubles and law and order issues that threatened its premiere. Despite the chaos, Joshua attended the first day first show. Unfortunately, the film was low average. While rival fans enjoyed the outcome, but all his fans, including Joshua, was unhappy. For a time, the silence was deafening. Rival fans seized the void, mocking the absence with jeers of, "It's the end. Your hero is a flop and he's never coming back." Their laughter echoed across the industry, written as a premature obituary for a legend. But Thalapathy fans refused to back down. Driven by pure loyalty, they became a relentless force, digging through rumors and scarring for every scrap of intel. Their persistence paid off when they unearthed the truth that shattered the critics' narrative. The comeback was set for October 2011. The message was clear. The lion wasn't finished, he was just preparing to roar. And the film Velayudham, released, exploded onto screens, a thunderous success. Joshua, now a young man, strode into school, a smug grin plastered across his face. Remember all those flops? He nudged his friends, a playful glint in his eyes. Who's laughing now? The critics who once doubted him now celebrate his reign. But for the fans, he was never just a hero. He is their brother, their leader, their Thalapathy. Beyond the goals and the politics, Bigel spoke to the heart of every female athlete. It broke the stereotype that a woman's place is indoors, proving instead that her place is wherever she chooses to win. In doing so, Thalapathy Vijay didn't just win the box office, he won the respect of his harshest critics. The monumental success of Bigel ignited celebrations across the South, marked by exploding crackers, towering banners, and traditional milk abhishekams. Captivating both fans and the general audience alike, it stormed past the 200 crore milestone to claim its throne as the #1 film. His friends, once mockers, now cheered alongside him. Vijay, their Thalapathy, transcended local screens, a global Kollywood phenomenon. Leo shattered records, turning even the most stubborn critics into converts. The world buzzed with his name. Leo officially crossed the 600 crore rupees mark worldwide, making it the highest-grossing film in Vijay's career and one of the top 3 highest-grossing Tamil films of all time. The King of Overseas. The film remains the highest-grossing film ever within the state of Tamil Nadu, proving that the home ground is firmly under Thalapathy's control. A tribute to the 30-year journey of Vijay, designed to ignite theatres. The film was less about a plot and more about the celebration of a legacy. Every frame was designed by a fan for the fans. Then, the news broke. A stark letter on his social media page. Next film, My Last. Politics calls. Joshua felt a pang, a deep ache in his chest, but a proud smile soon followed. He started a fan club, distributing food, mirroring his hero's nascent political endeavors. He donned white, the uniform of change. The final film, Jana Nayagan, a mass cop role, was announced. Elections loomed. Vijay campaigned, shot scenes, a whirlwind of dedication. As Vijay traversed the states, seamlessly weaving his final cinematic performance with his burgeoning political journey, his fans were treated to the rare spectacle of their hero mastering 2 worlds at once. The audio launch, a farewell to a cinematic era, brought tears to every eye. Thalapathy fans wept openly, a chapter closing, stated one last dance. Media gathered and questioned fans, this is it. Fans, voice thick. No more movies. But he's not leaving us, people countered in hoarse voice. He's just taking a new stage. Thalapathy's farewell marked a historic milestone, setting unprecedented records in Malaysia. Actors, musicians, colleagues, and fans joined together to give him the grandest ever in Kollywood industry. Jan 9th, the date was fixed, hype peaked, ticket bookings were phenomenal. But there was a aching sensational news. The cinema board filed a case. Defense references. The film stalled. Joshua's world dimmed. They can't do this. He slammed his hand on a table. It's his last film. The court case dragged, Election dates neared. Joshua, on election day, felt a surge of purpose. He cast his vote, then helped elders, his voice a rallying cry. He fights for us. Now we fight for him. News channels flickered, polls fluctuating wildly. Vijay was neck and neck. Fans was eagerly waiting on his success. The city awoke to a double celebration. On a towering cinema screen, Jana Nayagan blazed. Next to it, a giant digital board proclaimed, leading by 50,000 votes. Joshua, in his white shirt, stood on a balcony imagining he's standing beside his hero. The final numbers rolled in. Vijay won. His victory speech, delivered from the packed theatre stage, resonated with the roar of 1,000 voices. Joshua then went for the first screening of Jana Nayagan. The film, a box office explosion, proved him king of both worlds. As Thalapathy Vijay took his last campaign, fans were thrilled to witness a new kind of action beginning in his life. In his childhood, Joshua used to simply stick movie posters on his walls. Now, it's the opposite. He collected all political frames and pasted on his cupboards and room. Thalapathy Vijay's victory in the elections was anything but easy. After enduring a barrage of hatred and relentless criticism, he proved every doubter wrong. His triumph has sent shockwaves through the nation, leaving rivals and the opposition stunned. In the end, he didn't just win, he conquered the stage with his signature simplicity. After consecutive election victories, the Lion returned to his roots with Leo 2, sparking a celebration the world had never seen. Years later, a new era began. Joshua, now a father, watched his son Andrew frame a photo of Vijay's son, Sanjay. A new legacy was starting, but Joshua just smiled. He knew that while many may rise to the throne, there is, and always will be, only one Thalapathy. Years later, while Sanjay was busy striking hat-tricks at the box office, Thalapathy served the state with a dedication the likes of which had never been seen before. Though many young actors released their films during the festive seasons, a singular sentiment echoed through the crowds. We miss Thalapathy Vijay. He was more than just a hero of his time. He was a hero across generations. His connection with the people was profoundly personal. When he smiled, his fans found joy. When he wept, they felt his sorrow. And when he triumphed, they celebrated as if the victory were their own. He was never a man to be forgotten. He was a legacy to be written. The bond between Joshua, the son, and his father remains the heartbeat of this story. This victory feels personal because his presence is not just a memory. It is a part of us that will stay forever.